guys, we are going to be starting in the modern format. Yeah, actually free. So this particular deck list is coming to us from Mr. Skittles. Big shout out to Mr. Skittles, W Skittles. And this is Grixis Death Shadow with some weird numbers. So we have 3 Death Shadow, which looks a little strange, but can be a little awkward against the 4-color decks that have Solitude. 2 Ragavans in the main, which is, I've been told, something you see from Murktide. So we're splitting Ragavans where you go 2 main, 2 board, with the concept being Ragavan's not as good against opposing Bowmaster decks. So against Bowmaster, you don't have all 4 Ragavans, and you can board out the 2 copies you have, and against non-Bowmaster decks, just put them in the deck. So that's kind of the theory there. 3 bolts, 4 heats, I think that's mostly pretty standard. 2 Spell Pierce, 4 Preordain, 4 Bauble. We're trying out a Dress Down main deck, and then 1 Fable of the Mirror Breaker, which is kind of the biggest spice of this list. But I like it because it helps fuel Murktide Regent. It's good at copying Bowmasters, copying Death Shadows. That can be pretty powerful. Even copying a Channeler is pretty good. Helps filter your draws, accelerate your mana for those like iteration into 2-drop turns. Could do that. And that is pretty much it for the main deck. For Expressive Iteration, pretty self-explanatory. And then sideboard, we got a bunch of Stern Scoldings. Good card against Scam, because you can counter the grief when you're on the play. Additional Fables for the grindy matchups TM. Again, the Ragavans we spoke about. Cast into Fire for Ring. Terminate for Murktide. Chalice for Cascade decks. And Stone of Erech for Yawgmoth. And I think you bring this in on the play against Scam. But let us, let's get started. I mean, it's kind of like the person who was in chat the other day. You guys remember that? That shit was so wild. Where, like, I caught them sniping, right? Like, their name was in the chat. I caught them sniping, and I brought it up on stream. And then as soon as I brought it up, they typed in the Twitch chat, and they were like, yo, I usually keep you on in the background. And it's like, I get it, if you want to keep the stream on in the background muted, but, like, clearly that person didn't have the stream muted, because as soon as I said something, they immediately responded. So they were clearly listening to me. You know what I mean? And it's like, yeah, like, I get it. You want to keep it on in the background. That's fine. But it's like, bruh, come on. Come on, bruh. It's T-Spain on some Murktide? What is this? Tefferoni. Tefferoni, pepperoni. Alright, got a Bowmaster in response. Upstairs. What is this Jeskai strategy? Jeskai cards I own? So they could plus the fairy to keep it alive, but then I can just kind of go ham with, like, Iteration Channeler and do some stuff that way. Let's Iteration first, I think. Could Preordain instead of Thoughtseize. I don't know. Keeping a guaranteed, like, good card off of Iteration is fine, I think. Let's top that. I think I want... Do I want Spell Pierce for the follow-up turn? Probably? I think that seems fine. Go here. Graveyard. Probably most things. I can't get Delirium, though. $5 donation. My dono alert's broken? No, that's just what it... So, it's weird. No, it's their username in Streamlabs. I think what happens is if you don't make an account, it just makes a random username for you. So it's likely somebody that doesn't have a Streamlabs account. So I can't tell who it was, but whoever donated $5, thank you for the $5 donation. I appreciate that. Oh, okay. What's up, Eccles? You gotta make a Streamlabs account. Alright, so send to Fairy. They have no cards in hand. They have a Misty Rainforest. You. Good thing I kept the Spell Pierce in hand when they're a Time Warp deck. So if they draw another Time Warp, we have Pierce on their turn 5 for it. Because we can clear the Teferi. Yeah, they cleared the Teferi for me. So now we can go Channeler, Preordain, hold up Pierce. It's a good turn. Green, white. Beans. Chat, spam beans. Can we get some beans going in the chat? Any beans? Alright, Channeler. Channeler. Preordain. I don't know if their deck plays Supreme Verdict, but I really hope not. Do I want more threats? Like, if I bin Shadow, what am I looking for? I don't think I need more threats. No, because I want to hold up Pierce this turn. I mean... do you think they do play Verdict? They only have one white source, though. No, you know what this is probably? This is very likely the, this is probably the Bullwinkle list. And I don't think the Bullwinkle list had Verdict. Right. No, because Reed wasn't playing red, was he? Or was this just, like, a random land for Leyline Binding? Keck, bye. Get out of here. Not today. Ooh, I'll top that. That's what I was looking for. That's why I binned the threats. I'll take that, thank you very much. Ooh, they even had the Minamo, too. Okay, EI. What am I looking for now? We're at 16. This is 7 damage. I think I could do better than Bowmaster. I think. So... hand... bottom exile, I think? This chain iterations. I guess I'll top that because it's a card I can cast. So I don't think I need Thoughtseize. We'll do this. Do I have a fetchable red source? I hope I do. Oh yeah, Steam Vents. And then we have, even if they Verdict us, we still have Bowmaster Bolt left over, which is, like, not ideal. Today's stream sniper line over under 2.3. I mean, I hope not. What is this? What is this 5-mana play? Stop. Oh, shit. Wait, that's bad. They cast it with 3 colors, though. Did they misclick? Oh, no. Oh, oh no, 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 no. Oh, no, no, no. Whoopsies. Whoopsies. Oh, no, 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 no. Common Taylor Spain L. Yeah. Rip. He said punt. T-Spain, you served us well. Godspeed. Wait, oh yeah, you can still get Tibalt. So I guess he has to exile the Channeler, but then he's just dead to Bolt, right? Yeah. We get some 07s in the chat for Taylor Spain. 07s. 07s, baby. Does he have Delirium? Creature, sorcery, play. He does have Delirium. So I guess he's not dead? Right? Bolt the Channeler. Oh, no, because he has the Shock to play. No, he just have the Shock to play the Channeler. You can just get a basic. Might not be dead. Right? Get a basic, play Channeler, he's at 8. I bolt the Channeler, attack him for 6, he goes to 2, then I Bowmaster him to 1. So I'm 1 point short. Okay, well, he didn't have a basic play the Channeler. Cool. Now we're good. I should upkeep the bolt for surveil purposes. Yeah. It doesn't matter. Sure, I'll top that. Alright, cool. Game number 2. Chalice bad. Fable good. Terminate. Terminate's kind of sus. I don't know if Dress Down's good. Scalding seems bad. This seems like a Ragavan matchup. I think I'm going to cut my bolts. The Dress Down. And I could cut a Shadow against... Yeah, cutting a Shadow doesn't sound too bad. Because I'm bringing in a lot more threats with the 2 Ragavans and 2 Fables. And this is my weakest threat against Solitude. What if I just cut all the Shadows? Yeah, so the theory behind trimming on Shadows is they're really bad against the Solitude decks. Now, I don't know if it's correct, but like I can get behind it. I'm not super opposed to it. I'm going to try this. I guess Fluster is good against Bring to Light. Let's go down to 1 Shadow, which is just like the perfect number of Shadows in a Grixis Shadow deck. Solitude's overrated versus Shadow. I mean, like, the thing is, okay, hear me out. Good Shadow players can play around Solitude. I am not a good Shadow player. I'll tell you that much. I am an extremely bad Magic player. I don't even know why you're here, to be honest with you. Hmm. 4 lands, huh? Yeah, mid at best. Not a big fan of this hand. What's a gifted sub? So if you instead of like if you've already subscribed to the channel, you can gift users subs. You can either gift them to specific users or you can gift like, 5 to random users. I'm pretty sure this hand's a mulligan. There's too many lands. This hand's way better. Put back second Bowmaster, I think. Keeping the Fable on 2 lands could be a little sus, but we can EI into a 3rd land. The Atmosphere is 07. Why is the Atmosphere 07? Chat, do you think they have Veil? Type a 1 in the chat if you think my opponent has Veil of Summer and I should lead with Preordain. Nah, fuck that. Whoops. I meant to play my land. Well, I didn't F6, so it's fine. But they don't have Veil of Summer. They don't have Veil. There's no way they have Veil. No way they have Veil. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Yeah, see? They just don't have it. Purge, Binding, Binding. Well, these all cost 2 mana. So I guess I'll take the one that hits more things. Although I think this hits every permanent in my deck anyways. Or the Purge does. Is there anything Purge doesn't hit? Murktide? Yeah, sure. Whatever. I can also fluster... I can fluster this, but I can't fluster this. Just gonna Google it. Did I not explain it to you? I thought I explained it. Like what a gifted sub is. So like when you subscribe to a channel, you're paying $5 and you are getting the subscriber benefits, which is emotes, no ads, all of that stuff. When you're gifting a subscriber, you're paying the same amount for each, like let's say you gift 5 subs, right? It would be $25 because 1 sub is $5, and instead of you getting the subscription, you're gifting that subscription to random viewers. Now, there's 1 Modern and 2 Pioneer. Which, by the way, chat, while we're talking about subs, don't forget, September all month long. 25% off of all Tier 1 subs. I'm going to jam Fable here. Then we can maybe Thoughtseize Iteration Preordain next turn. Counterspell, okay. I could have maybe assumed that, but honestly, I think I'd rather have him counter the Fable than the Expressive. Okay, that's kind of unfortunate. That's a card I did not want to see. Played the Forest. So he still has Binding Purge. Binding Purge X. It's not the worst exchange. So I think the plan is lead Thoughtseize, then Preordain into land, Heat the Wrenn. I think that's my plan. Hopefully I can take a ring, or whatever his payoff is, just all removal. I mean, this is the most flexible card, because neither of these can't hit Murktide, so I guess I'll take Binding. Red, blue, Expressive. Okay, did find a land for the Heat. What's the other card I want to keep? Fluster or Preordain? Fluster seems kind of useless at this point. Although it's good if he draws Bring to Light. Like if he draws Bring to Light this turn, then land next turn, I could see keeping Fluster. I'd much rather have Pierce, because Pierce hits Ring. I think I'm just going to take the Preordain. I think that's correct. Then we'll go attack him, and then kill the Wrenn. Alright, Wrenn, Keck, bye. Keck, bye, Wrenn. Alright, please don't draw a ring. That's all I'm asking. That's pretty good, too. Also a card that I can't fluster. So we know his hand is ending Purge. Could have drawn Could have definitely drawn a ring, though. So I am going to Thoughtseize here. Let's Preordain first. Bottom, top, Thoughtseize. Should have probably attacked first. I don't know. I mean, if he wants to purge the token, I'm pretty happy with that. Solitude Pitch Ending. Oh, okay, I get this. Well, no, it doesn't make sense, right? Because he Solitudes the token, and then he can't use the purge anyways? I'll take the Omnath. Blue, red, expressive. I mean, I am at 5. I have to be a little careful here. I didn't realize how low I was. Oh, man. What's up, Ride or Die? I think Max Pierce over First Fluster in current meta deck building play. Maybe, yeah. I think I'm going to put the Murktide in my hand, but not play... I don't have a basic island, do I? If I have a basic island, I'll play this. Yeah, no basic. I don't want to go to 2. Going to 2 is kind of sus. Huge hurricane down here in Cape Cod this weekend. Oh shit, be careful. Yeah, no, I heard that there was a big storm coming like Friday night. So I'll probably skip FNM this week because I don't want to take any chances. Preordain first. Top. I guess we can play around Dispute, just in case that's a card. And then we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, go. And then we have Bowmaster for the Beanstalk. Yikes. That's bad. I mean, I guess we know he still has Purge. Alright, last card, Purge. I mean, I just want to use my mana. And I put Spell Pierce on top, which means I do not want to... I see fetching now. Just wants to fetch. Whoops, I misclicked. He got me with the fetch. 3, 4... 5, 6, 6. Still a 2-turn clock, which is fine. And I didn't want to fetch. I wanted to draw the Pierce because Pierce cuts off Bring to Light and Ring, and I think those are 2 of his better draw steps. It doesn't cut off Solitude, but I'm kind of screwed against Solitude anyways. Well, that's bad. Yeah, I guess we Bowmaster here. Ping you. Ping you. It's the one card that we couldn't play around. It's kind of a big beating. Okay, I mean, no last card's Purge. We're at 10 now, which is not, like... Padding the life total is a little bit good. Need a big draw here. I guess that's a forced trade? Is that a good forced trade? Probably, I think. Because, like, I want to dash the Ragavan before he gets to untap with Purge. Because if I don't dash the Ragavan here, he just doesn't attack with Solitude. Like, maybe there's a chance that... Oh, wow, he just took the hit. That's shocking. I did not expect that at all. This is really good for me. Now we can go 1, 2, 3. Do I kill the Solitude or the Beanstalk? I think I kill the Solitude. That's, like, best possible scenario. I thought he was 100% going to block. Yeah, I don't really know why he didn't block. I guess, like, he has the Purge in hand, and he's like, okay, well, if I don't block this turn, I can just, like, take one Ragavan hit and then Purge it next turn. But it's so risky to take a Ragavan hit. Because, like, I think at the end of the day, he really just wants to prolong the game as much as possible. Surely he didn't draw another Solitude, right? There's no way. There's no way he drew another Solitude. No shot. Yeah, that's fine. So he goes to 3. Then we could even see what he's drawing. He is drawing a Plains, which means he's probably dead. That's cool. I feel like this match went pretty well. These games are usually pretty interesting and close. Cool. Alright, let's go. This hand looks fine. It's no early pressure, which is awkward. But this is kind of like the control hand. I think there's just too many things that can go wrong if you take the hit. And with a removal spell in hand, I think, like, as long as you prolong the game, your deck is way better in the long game. Great podcast this week. Oh, yeah, that was... Oh, yeah, Chef, by the way, I forgot to mention, do we have a dive down command? Better have a dive down command. If not, mods get on it. There you go. Chat, go check out this week's episode of the Dive Down today. We talked a lot about coffers. So if you guys want to hear my thoughts and, hear my thoughts on Cabal coffers, one of the best decks in the format, definitely go check it out. I love recording with those guys. They're great. Guess I shouldn't have 6. Yeah, it was a Murktide hand until they Thoughtseize me. It's no longer a Murktide hand. Fiery Islet. Do we have a Shadow Mirror? I actually have to play the Delta here because I want to be able to go Expressive Iteration, Pierce the fight over it, and then go from there. So I want to have another blue source in play. Does that include Cowboys Breakdown too? We did talk a little bit about the Dallas game. It wasn't, to be honest with you, it wasn't much of a game, though. It was really just... Like, it almost felt like it was a Dallas practice squad session. I mean, I don't even need to cast the Expressive. I'm hitting all my land drops. I'm just going to pass. I know this looks weird, but I'm just going to keep passing. Like, I'll keep playing this until I miss a land drop. Sure. Deal. That's fine. Now they're behind on mana. I mean, their hand's probably all lands. What? They sacrificed Fiery Islet, but they didn't have a land in hand. That's kind of weird. Alright, go. I mean... We're so far ahead right now. Just gonna heat this. Actually, no, I'm just gonna Bowmaster it. What am I saying? At least you know they're not sniping. Yeah. Alright, go. God, they're just like... They're streets behind. Why did they sack their land there? That's so weird. It's so strange to me. I don't even want to heat this. Just don't care. Blue, red, expressive. Drown in the loch. Drown in the loch. I could just let that resolve, honestly, because I have more expressives. But this lets me have more mana after my expressive. I have 2 mana left over. So I'm gonna go hand Ragavan, exile Channeler, heat the token. No, that's just like a way I can randomly lose to Murktide. So we can do it this way. Keep the second heat. I'm just gonna be patient. Sure. Top that. Take a peek at what they're drawing. Dex. Just gonna save the heat. Again, we're so far ahead, no reason to just, like, do anything stupid. They are no longer drawing a Bowmaster. Consider. Okay, deal. Deal. How many spells in the graveyard? 1, 2, 3. So they can only make a 6/6 Murktide. It's a very convenient number. Very convenient number. Murktide jump scare. When the Murktide is not quite big enough. Probably could have kept that, but it's fine. Black mana. Dismember? Looks like Dismember. Sure, that's fine. I accept. Red, blue, expressive. Hand, bottom, exile. Cast this. See what's on top of their library. They have Joldred's Edict on top. So let's go Thoughtseize you. 2 Watery Graves. So Shadow, Ransom, Snap, Subtlety. So my Shadow's only going to be a 2/2. No, it's going to be a 4/4. 9, 7. If they snap Dismember, they go to 3. I'm just going to take the Death Shadow. They can Subtlety the Shadow, but that's totally fine if they want to do that. And we know they're drawing a Shieldred's Edict, which means if they Edict non-token, I could just sack the Bowmaster, and that's fine. I wonder if they will make a card that lets you make choices for your opponent, so you could choose piles with Fact or Fiction and choose modes of Punisher cards. I think the card you're referring to is Mindslaver. I mean, they can't really print, like, they can't print a cheaper Mindslaver, right? Does Magus make artifact lands no longer artifacts? No, it doesn't. The artifact lands are still artifacts. It does, but I didn't have enough mana for Shadow that turn if they main phase Dismember. I mean, it's not really stock. There's like a Fable and some stuff. Alright, so no Ragavans against Bowmaster. Fable, good. Dress Down, kind of okay. Terminate, kind of okay. Maybe Fluster. I don't think Scolding is very good. They're just blue-black, though. They don't have red. I don't know what that changes as far as my sideboarding is concerned. I think we can probably just go with this. Maybe I can shave a Bolt for a Fluster. I actually kind of like that. Let's do that. Technically, you can get Emrakul down to 4 mana.
Actually, you can cast Emrakul for 4 mana.
Cast into Fire versus good versus them? No, they're a Shadow deck. They don't have rings. I don't think so. This hand's good. They didn't show us ring last game. There's no reason for us to believe that their deck would contain the 1 ring. The Huan ring. We don't have like a ring jump scare. God, they mulled the 5. Mulling to 5 into Death Shadow Mirror? Couldn't be me. Spell Pierce? Okay. Stubborn Denial, Giga Chad. When the bow is a master. And the bow is, in fact, a master. I'm going to save the fetch land. Because I might want to shock with the Shadow. I'm just going to play Drago for a little bit. Again, this is one of those things where, because they're missing land drops, they have to act. I don't have to do anything. I'm just going to sit here and, you know, just chill for a little bit. Until they act, which they inevitably do have to do. Write this down, chat, okay? This is one of the most important things about Modern right now. If you're playing against an opposing Bowmaster deck and your opponent has 2 mana up, don't cast your Bowmaster. Just don't play it. Wait until they play theirs. You never want to be the first person to cast Bowmaster. So they have another one? Is that what this means? I'll just take this then, that's fine. Why didn't they do that in combat? Sure. Bowmaster down. What's my mana situation like? I could just cast all 4 of these next turn. But, like, if I'm going to heat the Bowmaster, I might as well do it now. I think. I lose a Surveil trigger this way. Maybe that's worse. Oh, but that's the benefit, because now I get to hold up Spell Pierce. Let's go... Let's fetch Shock first. Go to 7. This one. Red. Channeler. Preordain. Surveil. Graveyard. Top. Bottom. Shadow. Deck for Juan. And then hold up Pierce. We'll play the other Shadow next turn. Even if I tap differently, I still would not want to tap out here. I would still hold up Pierce. I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what is this? If a creature an opponent controls would die, exile it instead. Okay. I don't know about that one, Chief. Not sure about bringing in that one. That one's a little sus. You think Force Spike would see play if they reprinted it? We have Force Spike at home. Fatal Push. I know it's a relic, but it's like... It's a really expensive relic. It costs 2 mana to use. I don't, like, I have mine in my sideboard. I didn't bring mine in. You can't, like, the matchup is not about that stuff, I think. You're just being too mana inefficient at that point. And I'm kind of off that. I meant to attack with the Shadow. Thought I clicked on it. Whoops. I don't think it matters. Bowmaster on top, that's fine. I kept the Murktide on top because I don't think they can afford to just spend their entire turn sacrificing this. Would have been nice if I attacked with the Shadow last turn and not misclicked. I don't think it matters. I'm just gonna Murktide pre-combat, and I'll play around Stub or Dispute, excuse me. 3, 4, 5. Nice thing about Murktiding pre-combat is I don't have to attack with Channeler. Although I guess they can't really afford to... I mean, whatever. I'm just going to attack with everything. Nothing matters. Nothing matters. Fuma X, thank you so much for the 4 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back, Fuma. Thank you for the sub. That September sub. Bo. Go to 4. I mean, it doesn't matter. I know they don't have bolts in their deck. They're playing blue-black. Alright, cool. And we are just steamrolling this league. Alright, fine hand. Thoughtseize, removal spell, Murktide. We're chilling. Got a couple fetch lands to fuel the Murktide. Could be worse. An opposing Thoughtseize deck. Alright, what you got? Maybe Coffers? It is Coffers. They do have Splinter Twin. Splinter Twin jump scare. Don't really have a good answer for this ring right now. And the push doesn't do anything against the Murktide. Yeah, we gotta take the ring. I don't know if this matchup is good or bad. Why does Chatterino say I'm offline? Chat, are we still here? Can you hear me? Is this thing on? Why is Chatterino saying we are offline? That's so weird. Okay.
We are not offline. I don't know why it says that.
07s. Doomwake is live. Let's go. Live. Real and Pog. Real and Pog. Okay, Bowmaster's fine. Doomwake just went live. Real. Just gonna kill this thing now. We can always fetch Steam Vents because they have an Urborg. I think I should save Heat for Shieldred. Does that make sense? I mean, I think we're just jamming a Murktide and hoping they don't find anything relevant. Or Karn if they go uptick. Yeah. So this puts us to 9, 7. So we'd have to go to 4. Is it worth going to 4? Kill Bowmaster, play Murktide. The nice thing about going to 4, it does give me 1 extra counter on the Murktide. Yeah, let's go to 4. I think that's fine. They have Edict? No. What lane did they play that turn? They played Demolition Field. They have 2 cards in hand, and we know their Coffer is Urborg. No, the only basic I have is a Swamp. This is, like, definitely one spot I wish I had a basic mountain. I don't want to cast that. Let's just do this. Alright, we're all in. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think the point of power on the Murktide is too important. We don't know Urborg. Yeah, they had a second one, right? They definitely had a second Urborg. I know that for a fact. Because we knew their hand was all 3 lands, and they drew this for turn last turn. Oh no, they drew a payoff. I'm in danger. No, I don't care about that. That's fine. That's not really a payoff. They can field me if they want. Deal. I do only have 1 basic. So, if they draw any other Demolition Fields, they are Stone Rains. Removal spell would be nice. EI would be nice. Well, I think I have to attack this turn. And then if I brick, just no attack next turn. Yeah, how about a Watery Grave? Is that a good draw? It's certainly one of the draws of all time. It is a card that is in my deck, and now in my hand. This is when they just draw Shieldred, and I die anyways. Now I can't draw it next turn. That's... yeah, you're always looking at the positives. I know, I'm going to play it. I'm waiting for them to decide blockers. Actually, no, I think it's better to play Delta, because then I have a second red source without shocking. Yeah, I think Delta's better. Because I need more red. I'm going to go to 1. I guess I'm dying to a 3rd Bowmaster. Not beating a 3rd Bowmaster. Oh yeah, the 3rd bow would kill us anyways, because they can get a counter on the token. True, true, true. Yep, you're right. Surely they'll just draw more Urborgs. That's what I do when I play Coffers. It's the best deck in the format at drawing 3 copies of the same legendary land. So if you're into that sort of stuff, then boy, do I have the deck for you. Okay, they played the Swamp. It's the one we knew about. Or, this is the one we knew about, so we know their last card. Alright, we need a good draw here. Please and thank you. Did not mean to play that, but it's fine. So I think it's better to look at the top of my deck, because if there's an instant speed removal spell, then I can attack them. Yeah, that works too, right? That works too. That's 2 blockers. Alright, fade a single draw step. Challenge level impossible. Did we fade a single draw step? Seems like we did not fade a draw step. Okay, we kind of did. Well, it's a redraw. Tis a redraw. I think I'm killing the army token. No, pinging them is better if they find a point removal spell for Murktide, right? Because then I still have lethal with the Bowmaster. I guess I won't, because I'll have to chump block with the token. If they find a removal spell, they kill our Orc. True. Well, no, I'm saying if they find, like, Shield... yeah, I guess Edict... okay. Well, this doesn't do anything. Right? They don't have enough. Oh, no, if they're playing the Ballista, fuck. Float mana, play Urborg, Ballista. Okay, we have to hope they copied my list that didn't have a Ballista. One time, please. Please copy the wrong list. Yes! They copied the wrong list. Let's go. See, okay. Chat, hear me out, okay? This is why you don't play a Ballista. You play the list without the Ballista, so everybody that copies your challenge-winning list doesn't have a Ballista, and then you add a Ballista after the event. That's what we call mind games, baby. Mind games. Proper deck building. I know. I think it's kind of insane to not play one. Well, and I think the only reason they're doing that, Gigi, is because I won the challenge without a ballista, so most people just copied my list. Dude, every single time during that challenge run, my opponent would be at 2 life, and I would have a Karn with like 4 mana, and people in chat were just like, Joling, why don't you get ballista Joling? And then, they realized after the fact that I just didn't have one. Okay, Ragavan coming out against Bowmaster. I don't actually think Flusterstorm is that good. Fable's good. What does Fluster counter? It doesn't counter Ring, it doesn't counter Karn, it doesn't counter Shieldred. It counters Thoughtseize, Shieldred's Edict, Fatal Push. It's not really a lot. Fable against Bowmaster. I just have to hope that I can keep them off Bowmaster. I mean, I have 11 ways to deal with their Bowmaster, right? I'm gonna cut Dress down for Cast into Fire against Ring, and then I probably want the Terminate against Shieldred. Yeah, I think the Coffers deck is just cracked right now. I think it's just legitimately one of the best decks in the format. I guess we can do 2 Fable and play the Terminate, not bring in the Fluster. I think the Coffers deck is busted. Very underrated deck. Even though I can't lose a game with it, people still don't respect it. I mean, I've kept worse hands. Is this hand actually good? It's close. It's really close. Let's keep it and see what happens. Yeah, I think it's probably I think it might be the deck that has the best 4-color matchup. Cooks may be out Sunday. Sag Cooks. Quack, thank you for the follow. Chad, if you're not following the stream, what are you doing over there? Hit that follow button. They're playing Saga. I don't like Saga in this deck. Okay. I mean, Saga's really good against my hand. Perhaps I should be playing fetch lands to get faster to Shadow. I mean, I kind of just have to jam Fable, don't I? Because I need to be able to filter some of these lands. Yeah, I know if they have a 4-drop, they can resolve it, but we have to just hope that we can, like, grind through their 4-drop, because if I don't do anything, they're just going to make 2 Construct tokens, and I'm just going to fall way too far behind. Played your Reanimator list at a super local open last weekend. 5-2, 10th place, missed out on top 8 due to tiebreakers. Which Reanimator list? The 4-color one with Kroxa? Please tell me you're playing the Kroxa. I think that card has made its way in Reanimator as a nice one of. It's so good as the 5th Reanimator target. Okay, float mana, get a relic. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, which 4-drop do they have? Did they misclick? No, they definitely did not misclick. It's an interesting attack. Because not only are they dealing damage to me, which is beneficial for me, but they're also letting me get a treasure token for free. Which I kind of like. I'll take the free treasure token. Need to find the Cast into Fire. So I guess we go Channeler Bauble first. Channeler. Bauble. Graveyard. Bauble myself. Thoughtseize no good this turn, so let's shuffle that away. Blood Crypt. And then I think we want to... Expressive. Graveyard this. I could play a 4/4 Murktide. Have I played my land this turn? I did, right? I played Scalding Tarn. I mean, I could just, like, ignore this Watery Grave, right? Hand, bottom, exile, play... I guess I tapped poorly, because now I have to use this to play the Shadow. We can pass and hold up Spell Pierce. Okay. It'd be better if I didn't play the Shadow. Maybe I shouldn't have played the Shadow that turn. Sadly, I didn't get to reanimate the Kroxa ever. It was all Traxa, but Kroxa was in the list. Yeah. I love the Kroxa. It's just like, there's so many good spots where you get to go Goryo's Vengeance, the Kroxa, get back Solitude, and then attack trigger, get back a second Solitude. There's just so many of those good situations that come up. I haven't played that deck in a while, though. Maybe I should revisit it. I don't know if it really gained anything from Wilds of Eldraine. Can't Spell Pierce that. I mean, I could, but they just pay. Joldred's Edict. No. No thanks. Top that. That one's good. I mean, surely they found a land. Oh, they can't use that for mana. Wait, this is actually not that bad of a spot now. So we draw the Expressive. We go Bolt the Construct. Graveyard this, I think. We send for 5, play Murktide, and hold up Bowmaster. And then I think we only really lose to Damnation, right? This is, by the way, this is why you don't play Saga in the deck. I think Saga's really bad in this deck. Because, like, the thing about coffers is Cabal Coffers is really good if you're hitting all of your land drops. But then Urza Saga just dies on Chapter 3, and it just makes your coffers so much worse. 1, 2, 3... 4, 5... Alright, go. They go to 12, they activate Ring, they go to 9. I think we're kind of just chilling. It helps find the important lands with map, it's just slow. It's, well, yeah, it's way too slow. I think so, personally speaking. Exile land. Exile a creature, so we can keep 3 types. Like, you just don't have that kind of time against a lot of decks. They could have a Fatal Push here. They definitely could have Push. But they kind of need Damnation exactly to get out of this. Which they could find. And we're in trouble if they find Damnation. But most Cabal Coffers lists only play 1 Damnation. Some play 2. Yeah, they need land Damnation. I mean, they're like 100% to find a land. Are we 0-7ing? We are not 0-7ing. Well, they still could have Damnation. Please? Alright, they found the 2 of. I mean, they still have a ring on 3 at 6. It's a good draw. Double Bolt. Sure, that's fine. Alright, double Bolt, please. Or I guess single Bolt kills them, right? Yeah, just 1 Bolt kills them. Oh, we got a song request from Duke. Got you. I can't type today. Alright, question is, do we take double Bauble or do we take Bauble Fetch? Both are 2 looks, but I guess Bauble is just... Yeah, it's just better to take double Bauble, right? What am I saying? It's obviously better to take double Bauble. I'm just going to do it now, so we can just find the bolts on upkeep. Alright, they're drawing Beseech. Bolt, please! Spell Pierce would be... No, I guess they have too much mana with the coffers. Alright, bolt me. Bolt me. Bolt me. Bolt, 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 bolt. Uh-oh. So now they go to 3. Now they can go Beseech, sack, ring, get another ring. They found second coffers too. Yeah, it's Jover. It is Jover. Maybe I was supposed to hold one of my creatures just for damnation. I don't know. It's so close. Yeah, now they can just go. Oh, they could just do that too. They could beseech Sec Relic at Shieldred. Yeah. We're not beating that. We are definitely not beating that. Game 3. I don't know. Maybe the game's probably not that different if I sandbag one creature from the damnation. I don't think it matters that much. I think I'm still very easily dead. 07. We'll see you in the next game. Good cover. I like this cover. Yeah, I don't think it mattered. Like, what creatures did I play that turn? I played the Bowmaster, and I think I played the Channeler. Yeah, holding the Channeler didn't matter because they were going to exile my graveyard anyways, and they had a second relic. So yeah, it just didn't matter. The Thoughtseize mattered. Oh yeah, because they took my Expressive. Oh, for sure, yeah. I mean, it's kind of funny because I drew an Expressive anyways, so it's like we we got the Thoughtseize bug. So that was pretty funny. All right, I will play first. How's our hand? Our hand is a little sus. A little bit sus, but I'm going to keep. If you hold the Bowmaster, you kill them in response to ring tap. That's a good point, yeah. Well, didn't I cast the... Well, no, not really, right? Because I cast the Bowmaster that turn when they tapped it when it was on 2. So I dealt them 3 damage to put them to 6 with the Bowmaster that turn. If I didn't cast the Bowmaster, they would have been at 9, right? So they'd be at 9 with a ring on 6, or with a ring on 3. They go to 6, and then if they tap the ring, it's on 4, but then they only go to 2. So they still don't die that turn if I hold the Bowmaster, because I would have had 3 less damage. Actually, 4 less damage, right? Because I got 1 off the Bowmaster ETB and 3 off the draw. So they would have been at 10 with a ring on 3. So yeah, I don't think it would have mattered. Leyline of Zavoid. Makes this Murktide a lot more sus. Let's get the Vents of the Steam. I guess I'll keep both of these. I'm going to hold the Bauble with the fetch next turn. Well, now they take Fable. That's bad. Heck by Fable. What? Wait, what? Excuse me? Opponent, hello? NPC? They typed in chat, they said, I'm an idiot. See Murktide, take Murktide, SMH. Yeah. Classic Coffer Smart Gaming. Alright, let's bauble myself first. I do want that Thoughtseize. So we will... Ooh, those are both good. Actually, is the Channeler good with the Leyline? No, not really. Let's ship the Channeler. Let's do it this way, and then we'll play the Fable next turn. Ooh, combo deck. I will take the Shieldred, I guess? Chat, combo deck. Combo gaming. I guess I'll play the Swamp. No, let's play Steam Vents, because they have Urborg in hand. Why is there a Surgical? So, you see, the Surgical extraction is really good when they don't open Leyline. People, I mean, obviously, very unfortunate that I drew the Swamp when they have Demolition Fields. They drew Edict. Okay. We're going to main phase Bowmaster. Cool. So my other hand is Surgical Beseech. Let's do this. Get rid of these 2. Kind of wish I had a land. I'm gonna Bowmaster the token so they can't beseech it. Just gonna do that main phase. Because I don't want them to be able to draw a land and just beseech the token. Okay, that takes second Fable. That's kind of unfortunate. So we know they have Beseech Surgical. They still have to deal with this flip Fable, though. We're kind of in an okay spot. That's pretty huge, too. So 14, they're effectively at 8. We can copy Bowmaster, but then to 7, counter here, that's 4. That puts them to 3. Double Urborg Gaming. So they have to cast Demonic Tutor. Oh, they can sack the Leyline, right? Yeah, fuck me. Right, yeah. True. But did they get Shieldred or Ring? I kind of hope they get Shieldred. Oh, right. They could just do that. Yeah, that's bad. I hadn't thought about that. Alright, go. Sedge. The Leyline is suddenly annoying with Beseech. Oh, yeah. That's another reason I like Beseech a lot. Oh, and it turns on their surgical. Right, okay. Right. Well, little do they know, I didn't bring in the third Fable. Alright. So they have no cards in hand. We can, like, Channeler double Bolt to hopefully turn on Delirium and get some pressure. And also, like, all of their good cards to draw are 4-drops. Well, now they have a 4th land. Graveyard this. We're playing Murktide Otter. It's like screaming into a two-way mirror. What do you mean? I can't read every single chat message, guys. There's no reason not to keep this, right? Just a free draw. Because it's Delirium anyways. Alright, well now if they draw a land, they're dead. Oh, I'm stupid. The reason to graveyard that is because they're going to field me before I draw. That was stupid. Oh, they didn't do that. Okay, never mind. Oh, wait, but we don't have a land. So the land would turn on Delirium anyways. Never mind. Okay, I didn't realize we didn't have a land. I'm just so used to having a land. Alright, well, what are you drawing? Because if you draw a land, you're dead. Drawing a Relic. That kind of saves them. Do you have any bolts left? I have 1 bolt left. Yeah, this is a Dono deck. Okay. So they're gonna draw a Relic. It's mildly annoying. I'm not gonna heat my own Channeler. That's kind of stupid. I guess I could heat it now. Because my heat's kind of bad anyways. Try to find like an Expressive or something, or a Bowmaster. Might be a bit of a spew. But like, heat's not great against a lot of their top decks. That's good. Dude, what a game this has been. This has certainly been, you know, when they talk about this game in the history books, they will say it is in fact one of the games of all time. Those are good cards, by the way. They won't draw Shieldred. Thanks for the Urborg, by the way. Shout out to Urborg. Alright, now they'll draw land. Wow. Crazy match. Alright, 3-0, let's go. See, it's a Dono deck, but it is kind of just stock Shadow, you know, at the end of the day. This hand's really mana heavy. I think it's just good enough, though. It's actually not even that good, right? It's like Channeler, nothing on 2. I can cycle Dress Down. I'll try it. I don't know if I should, but I'll try it. Wind Swept Teeth. I wish that when you bought the All Access Pass, they would put a little icon on your account so you know when you were playing against an All Access Andy. Is this Enchantress? Enchantress Jump Scare. How are we supposed to beat this deck? Asking for a friend. Cards you don't own should be gold bordered. No, okay, hear me out. Every single card you don't own has to be white bordered. But then nobody would buy the All Access Pass. Oh, it's Heliod. Okay, sure. Ooh, they didn't have a land. Alright, threat. Well, we found 2 threats. 18, 15, 12. So I can play the Shadow next turn. I guess we'll top both of these. Oh, no, I can't play the Shadow next turn because I have to fetch it away to play the Ragavan. It's fine. I think it's still worth it to do it this way. Chola set would buy it? Absolutely. Alright, please don't have Auriok Champion. I guess if they Auriok Champion and block, I can dress down. That would be funny. Delighted Half Ring. Okay, 2 blockers is kind of cheat codes. Actual fetch bug. Actual fetch bug. There's no reason to bauble myself because I have to play the fetch lane to play Shadow this turn. What are they drawing? A forest? That's cheating. Alright, go. Bolt's good. Bolt does help. They have 4 mana here. I feel like we're in danger. I feel like we are definitely in danger. Just be whiteboarded for your opponent, yeah. Yeah, you buying the pass actually influences the color of the border on your opponent's cards. Sure, that would go over well. Tree mana. What is tree mana? The Yod. The Yod has been cast. I repeat, the Yod has been cast. Ooh. Those are good. So just bolt these 2 idiots. Shock. Attack. And then if they play Spike Feeder, I can play Dress Down to kill it. I like that. I like that play. Just attack with that Shadow. Why? I guess they just chump block with Might though, right? I don't know, I really want to attack with Ragavan. And I think doing it this way is fine, because we still have Dress Down for Spike Feeder. I think it's really important to attack with the Ragavan this turn. Like, I know what you're saying, it's like attack with Shadow, if they don't block, we just go Dress Down, double bolt. I get that. I know what line you're going for. Alright, can't play that. Go. But, like, I feel like if they play the Heliod that turn, they almost certainly have a Spike Feeder in hand. And now we just, like, now we beat Spike Feeder, we just Dress Down it. We're also not dead to Ballista. We can also Dress Down Ballista. Dress Down is exceptional against their deck. It's just 2 mana Terminate, draw card. No, the Spike Feeder will die. If you Dress Down in response to a Feeder, it's a 0/0 with no abilities, so it just dies to state-based effects. That's the whole point of this line. They won't have a Spike Feeder in play. Chatting. Conclave Mentor. Okay, we don't have to respond to that. We're just passing. Okay. It's fine. So now they're dead to a removal spell? Right? Yeah, they're just dead to a removal spell. Those are a lot of good cards. I think we take Channel or Preordain, because that gives us the most amount of looks towards removal spells. Do I have 5 mana? I guess I don't have 5 mana, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, let's go hand, bottom, exile, play Watery Grave, play Channeler, and then Preordain. Well, removal's not lethal this turn. Oh, you're saying don't play the Channeler? Maybe. That could have been better. Yeah, maybe that line was better. I don't even think I want this Murktide. I think I just want any piece of interaction over Murktide. That kind of counts. I'm going to attack first. If they trade the Mentor for Ragavan, I'm just going to hold up Dress Down. Also, if they don't block, they're just dead, right? We just cast Dress Down. Okay, they do trade. That's fine. Let the trade happen. I'm cool with that. What is this? Gonna give it lifelink? They shock to give it lifelink? What's the point of this? Oh. Wait, okay, how does this work? If I let this resolve and then Dress Down, does it no longer have lifelink or no? How does that work? Isn't this like a layers thing? Fuck, I don't know how that works. I guess it doesn't matter, they're dead anyways. Well, it wouldn't matter either way, right? We would still kill them. Because our Shadow has lifelink, but they would still take 13. So it wouldn't even matter. I'm curious to see. Okay, it doesn't have lifelink. Cool. It wouldn't have mattered, because we would have still just killed them anyways. Yeah. Oh, Lupo, did you send me a decklist, by the way? I never got a decklist from you. If you don't have a decklist, that's fine. We can just do yours next week. Yeah, actually, layers... Gains and loses ability happens in the same layer. Look, I didn't come here to talk about layers, alright? I came here to play Death Shadow. I can't be bothered with layers nonsense. Stern Scolding seems really good against my opponent. Is it just me, or am I winning a lot recently? Well, see, here's the thing, right? I've been told, a little birdie told me that if you subscribe to twitch.tv/doomwake, you have a 40% higher chance of winning matches. Can't confirm or deny. So I subscribe to myself, and that's why I'm winning more. Right? That's how that works. Does this look right for sideboarding? No Pierce, no Ragavan, no Fable, no Stone. I think this looks right. I'll send you next week. I'm a teacher, and tomorrow in Italy we're going to back to school. Oh yeah, no worries, Lupo. I just wasn't sure if you were good. But you can send it to me next week. That's fine. I had more in the queue, so I just bumped somebody else up. Not a big deal. All right, let's do this. Channeler Thoughtseize Expressive. Again, it's really land heavy. I feel like I'm drawing a lot of lands for this particular deck. I think I still want to keep this. Although no removal's kind of sus. Alright, let's try it. I don't know if this is right, but let's try it. We shall give it a shot. Okay, they're not holding up Veil, which means I think I'm going to lead on Thoughtseize. Not exactly the card that I wanted to draw. Mentor, Feeder, Veil, Boseiju. I think I take the Feeder. I take the Feeder. I wonder with their hand if they were supposed to just hold up Veil. Because if they hold up Veil, they can Veil my Thoughtseize on 1, and then go Boseiju, Sprawl on Forest, name White, and still play Mentor on turn 2. I feel like they're probably supposed to hold up Veil on turn 1. It's close. So now we can go Channeler, Bauble. Ooh. It's not that good because they have Veil. It's okay. The only situation where that card is good is if they drew exactly Spike Feeder and not a land. So that's a lot to ask for. I'm just gonna bin this. Let me go Tarn Pass. And we can like Bauble Trick on their turn and then untap Expressive. Hopefully find a red removal spell. Okay, they did find a land. Looks like no spells though. Alright, so Bauble myself. We have now obtained Delirium. Like Bauble self and see if you get a bolt there. Well, the thing is they can't attack anyways, right? I definitely don't want that. Let's fetch now. But I guess like looking for a bolt main phase is pretty good. just in case they draw something where I want to bolt this. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Okay, that's not that great against the Veil. Again, not great against the Veil. I feel like there's a pretty good chance they have Endurance. There's not a lot I can do about it. Jesus. Alright, hand, bottom, exile. We are just going to get annihilated by Endurance. I don't know if there was really a way that I could have played around it. Do we keep the Murktide? I mean, it kind of wins the game if they don't have Endurance. No, but I'm saying, like, in this scenario where they don't have it, it's obviously, like, one of the better cards in my deck. But, like, we're just not beating Endurance anyways. I'm just going to bin it, I think. Gonna bottom both. Yeah, I don't really know what we're supposed to do against Endurance in this spot. Oh, they just didn't have it. Okay. Well, I guess I five-headed myself. I guess I overcooked a little bit. My face when opponent doesn't have the Endurance. Main face Coco. Ballista. Okay. Last card's Veil. They didn't attack with Mentor. That's really interesting. Let's do this first. Graveyard that. Okay, those aren't bad. Hand, bottom, exile. I guess the issue is they can just put a... Oh, man. They can just go super deep at the Ballista. Alright, well, we go to combat. Put them to 13. And can I afford to shock this turn is the question. If I shock, I go to 7. They can put a counter on Ballista. They have a 5/5 Ballista. I think I kind of have to shock, right? Because, okay, what happens if I don't shock? We go Swamp, Double Shadow, pass. They just attack with Ballista, right? And they can just go attack. I don't have great blocks. I guess I can... I guess if they attack, I just block with 2/3/3s. Yeah, that's actually fine. Let's just do that. I don't mind blocking with 2/3/3s. I think that's okay. I can also, like, mess with Shadow Math and ping myself with Bowmasters next turn. Okay, last card's Veil. Kinda hope they brick here. We're dead to Heliod. Nothing I could do about that. You would have shocked? I don't know, just, like, shocking going to 8 or going to 7 when they can make a 5/5 Ballista is really sketchy. A little surprised they didn't cycle the Veil. Well, they knew they were going to draw Coco. Guys, we just talked about this. I spent like 20 seconds talking about why I didn't fetch shock. Oh. I guess they misclicked? W's in the chat. Hey, I don't know, we're 4-0, I don't know what to say. W's in the chat. Alright, I'm going to start a prediction. This is for all of the beans. Same looks good, right? The Channeler Thoughtseize. Go into the kitchen a little bit. Everybody, let Turchin cook. Well, thank you, Lupo. Is the Shadowless Shadow. Sub goal? What's sub goal? Die on the phone. Thank you for the tier 1. 2 months. Appreciate that. There is not currently a sub goal in place. I will likely have one in place starting in October. And then we're gonna have a sub goal that gets us to Pure Modern number 4. I think I don't know. I know we wanted to have conversations about whether or not we wanted to ban or unban stuff, but nobody's really posting in the Discord. So, if you guys have any thoughts or opinions on Pure Modern, please let me know. Oh my god, we're just gonna get Bowmastered, aren't we? I mean, there's just nothing I can do about it. My hand's all X1s. Again, Die on the Phone, thank you so much for the resub. I appreciate the support. It is with your continued support that I get to keep joling and streaming every single day. I wouldn't be here without you all. Each and every one of you Joels. Joels and Jolettes. And Jolers. Pure Modern was a lot of fun. It was won by Grixis Shadow. So here I think I should play a second Channeler and then go to combat and see what they do. If they cast Bowmaster, I can respond and bolt them. I'm not playing a third Channeler. I'm just going to try and spike Delirium off the bolt. I should probably respond to this fetch. Just so I can't get bowed in response. Like this. Now, they could have Fury Scam, which, if they do 07s, we could probably bolt the Fury, though. Like, if they lead on Fury, I think I just let that happen and then just bolt it. Yeah. Well, of course you would say it's fun. You won the event. They're not going for a Blood Moon angle, are they? Wow, this is their play? No Fury? Wait, this is, like, totally fine. We are just vibing. So... Sorcery instant land. We need to find a creature. I'm just going to aggressively look for Delirium. Alright, perhaps I should maybe keep this. Maybe I shouldn't. I don't know. Does the land do that much for me? Because I'm going to dash Ragavan anyways. I don't know if the land accomplishes that much. I think I'm just going to graveyard it. Give me like a Bauble or something. Alright, new plan, I think. Okay, that's the creature. I could keep this and try to spike a land. Although, at 14, it's not the biggest of shadows. No, let's just graveyard it. I have a Channeler anyways. Okay. Hand, bottom, exile. Play this. I feel weird to keep putting lands in the graveyard, but I think it's fine. I'll top that. And then I'm actually going to Bauble now, because if they want to Bowmaster me in response to the Bauble draw, I'd rather have them use their mana on their upkeep before they have the information on what they're Fabling into, if that makes sense. Right, that's a good point, yeah. We have 2 flyers, so the Orc doesn't matter. I mean, we're in a bad spot if they go Fury Scam, but there's, like, not a lot we can do about that. I'm getting a little punished for not keeping one of those lands for sure. But if they don't have Fury Scam, would they discarded Fatal Push Terminate? What? I'm sorry, what? What's the current donation Decklist queue? 3. This week is full, next week is full, and then the week after we have 2 available spots. I'm just gonna go to combat first. They clearly have something cooking. Okay. Going to 6. So I guess they discarded 2 removal spells just to try and find a land. So they probably have Grief in hand. I'm just gonna EI and try to spike a land. Alright, we'll keep that. I'm not gonna get greedy. I think I'd rather keep land 4 than Pierce at this point. So let's do it this way and then just play the other Channeler. Alright, go. And then land 4 lets us Ragavan, Bolt, and Heat. I think the Pierce is just not doing that much. That's totally fine. We don't care about that. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like our opponent was not supposed to discard Fatal Push last turn. Like, I'm fine with discarding Terminate because you want to be a little bit more mana efficient, but discarding that push was just so aggressive. It has to mean they have Shieldred in hand. They probably have the Joel. Cool. Up a game against Rakdos Skamaz. I don't know what it is, but this list just feels super clean. Alright, Fable Goated. Do we want all the Scaldings against Scam? It hits Ragavan, Bowmaster, Grief. So it only doesn't hit Fury. It hits Dothy Voidwalker too. Yeah, I'm gonna cut the Ragavans for sure. Ragavan's just so bad against Bowmaster. Maybe Shadow's just a good card right now. I mean, I don't know if I feel the same way about the Esper deck. Spell Pierce bad against Scam, right? I think. What's my next worst card against Scam? Is just the Dress Down? I mean, this is 60. Does this look good?
Actually, it's Rakdos Evoke.
I gotta do it the other way. Gotta do it like this way, you know?
Actually...
Do you want the stone? What do you want to cut for stone? Thoughtseize? We're always doing deck Scaff. Every single time. 2 Thoughtseize, 2 stone. Does that look good? Do you want stone on the draw? Isn't it only good on the play? Deck tech is $10 or 2 gifted Subaruskis. You're gonna do this then? Just do 1 dress down, no Thoughtseize. Yeah, this is I don't know about these stones in the draw. It's like, imagine a scenario where you have a Stone of Erech in your opening hand and your opponent just goes Swamp, Grief, Undying. They're just not going to take the stone because it doesn't have text. Can I sub and give 1 sub? No, that's fine. Yeah, that's still 2 subs. I'm going to try the stone against my popular belief. Or against my better judgment, I should say. But it's like, I guess you could argue that stone is like still good later in the game. Because like turn 4 or turn 5, stone still stops their future scams. So I get it. Dapper Calf with the gifted sub. Thank you very much, buddy. Canister is so right. Boros Asmo. Dapper Calf, thank you for the 4 months. We will take a look at this right after this match. We're gonna do a little focus mode. Fury Pitch. So we have to turbo Delirium. Chad, how fast can I Delirium with this hand? I guess we have a chump blocker. I think we can get there. Yeah, we maybe can turn to it. We have 2 blockers. I'm not going to chump block with Channeler, I think. Graveyard that. I want to Bauble now so that if they have Bowmaster, they can't... see? That's how we drew it up. Although it's annoying because now they can bow our bow. But that is the 3rd type for Delirium. She defined a sorcery. That also works, right? Yeah, that works. They'll main phase the bow to attack for Ape. Oh, sure, I guess that makes sense, yeah. True. Which is still... Oh, this is perfect, right? Wait, this is like best case scenario. Because we just bolt this and eat this. This is like, could not have been better for us, right? And now we can get second Steam Vents. Actually, no, I could just play the Blood Crypt this turn, right? Yeah. Bolt this. Eat this. You may proceed. Your turn. Your turn. Alright, song request for Ape Shit. Yep, go. Yep, go. In the queue. I didn't forget about your deck Tapper. I was gonna do it after this match. But But I got your deck on the other screen to make sure that I remember. Do we bow or do we Murktide? I think bow is safer, because we not only do we get to hold up Scolding, but we also get to probably not shock. Yeah. Yeah, Murktide is a little sketch. We're going to switch it up and go to Pioneer after this game. We have 2 Pioneer decks for the remainder of today. We got Pioneer Abzan Adventures, and then Pioneer Blue-Black Fairies. Yes, you did hear that correctly. Blue-Black Fairies. I'm just going to Scolding this, because I want to play Murktide next turn anyways. Get Watery Grave. Yeah, then the Murktide gets bigger with Scolding too, which is nice. Go to 4. Yeah, 4 is not 3, though. I'm not fetching again. Yeah, I'm not fetching. Maybe I'll fetch. Okay, maybe I'll fetch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I'm probably not going to fetch. Not this turn, at least. Definitely not going to fetch to play the Bowmaster, because that'll put me to 1. I don't have an island or a mountain. 2-turn clock. We could even leave back the army token. Unironically, I think that's a good draw. Because that turns off a scam. If they, like, try to go Bowmaster block or something. If they tap out, do I fetch? No. No, I'm going to save the Bowmaster. Because my Bowmaster is good if they drew a 3rd Bowmaster too, which is nice. Oh, their last turn? Okay, I gotcha. Do not fetch. I repeat, do not fetch. Doomwake, this is your inner beast talking. I know you want to click on that fetch land. But I just want to tell you. Please don't click on the fetch land. Don't do it. Don't do it. Why does my inner beast sound like Batman? XTD shrug. That's my favorite emote, by the way. Can we get some XTD shrugs in the chat? It's such a good emote. Yeah, nobody's ever seen myself and Batman in the same room. If I didn't have Stone, they top deck very scam. Oh, for sure, yeah. That's why I said the Stone's a good draw. And it's perfect, because now I can just Stone and still hold up Bowmaster. Yeah, we down a land Bowmaster Bolt, which I think that was the case regardless. I don't know if they've, like, gone into the tank, or they went to go take a shit, or they're tilting off. I don't know. Well, while we're waiting, we can do the deck tech. We got time. All right, deck tech for Dapper Calf. What do we got here? Why is my thing not working? Yeah, probably all the above. Cooking by the book, I see. Manufacture, Asmo. Oh my god. Ingenious Smith goes kind of hard in decks like these. 2 Epicure, 4 Captain, 4 Ovalchase, 4 Smith. Also kind of cool that you can, like, Power Conduit to remove counters from Smith and keep going there. Have I tried the heavy play products from the Dive Down yet? No, I gotta talk to Shane and see if he can, like, get me a promo item. Wear Bunnicorn. I'm not convinced that Bunnicorn is good in decks like this, because you don't have a way to give it any sort of evasion. But I guess you do have Asmo to clear the way. 4-0, we're about to be 5-0. Happy with this deck? I like the look of it. 4 Conduit makes sense. Shadow Spear Drum, 4 Cookbook. I think with Urza Saga and enough artifacts, you can probably afford to go, like, 3 Bolt, 1 Heat, or maybe even 2-2. I would also strongly consider playing some number of Shrapnel or Galvanic Blast. I think both of those cards are relatively powerful. I think 4 Academy Manufacturer is a little bit too many. I might go down to 3 copies. I'm not a huge fan of Epicure. I could see cutting those. So I think what I would want to do is go like 3 Bolt, 1 Heat, and then cut the Manufacturer and the 2 Epicures for like 2 Galvanic, 1 Shrapnel. I like 4 Conduit, I like 4 Vial. I think 20 lands is fine. Okay, I guess maybe you want to keep 1 Epicure as a Ranger target, but I don't think you need the second one. I'm fine with that, though. So maybe you just cut 1 Manufactor, 1 Epicure, play 2 Shrap, and then go 3 Bolt, 1 Heat, 2 Shrapnel. I like 4 Ranger. I think 4 Smith is fine. Although, I don't know, Smith is like... Are you a little light on hits for Smith? You have 14 plus the Manufactors. It's only 18 hits. Is Smith actually that good in this deck? I'm not sure that it is. I feel like your fail rate's pretty high on Smith. Oh, our opponent's back. Hold on. Let me beat them real quick. Alright, attack. I think I'm supposed to leave back the army token, is that right? Just to give me a second blocker. No, that's stupid, right? Oh, that's pointless. I guess against, like, Bowmaster into Ragavan, it's maybe better to have the other blocker. The Smith math is 20 hits. Was I missing one? Is it only Modern Pio? No, we can do Legacy. 14 plus 4 Manufactor. What am I missing? Where do you get 20? I count 18. Am I missing 2 artifacts somewhere? 2 Treasure Vault. I don't see those in the mana base. But okay, gotcha. Okay, so with 2 Treasure Vault, it would be 20. You could go down to 3 copies, though, if you wanted to make room for, like, another removal spell. I wouldn't hate that. I think, basically, I would trim this, trim this, trim this. That's 3 spots. And then maybe shave a bolt, and then add, like, again, I think I want to add, like, 1 heat, 2 galvanic, 1 shrapnel or something. Something along those lines. Okay. What about Candy Trail? I don't like Candy Trail. Is our opponent double queuing or something? They must be. It splits them dead to Bolt and Ragavan. That's why I'm casting the Bowmaster here. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Hand, bottom, exile. Played the wrong land. Got punished, but I don't think it matters. You go to 2. Does Candy Trail trigger Manufacture? It's a food entering the battlefield, correct? Because isn't the type on Candy Trail a food? I think it is. Okay, there's Furry. That's a little unfortunate. Yeah, it's a food clue. So it would trigger the Manufactor. It's a 1-drop, right? I guess you could play 1 copy. Do I draw? No, I think I saved the stone. Surely I'll find a bolt, right? Keep... Is it weird that I want to bottom the Expressive? I think I'm doing that. I don't know if that's crazy. It's a little crazy. No, Bowmaster's actually better here because it makes 2 lethal threats, right? Because they go to 1 and then this is 2 lethal threats. Are we winning? Yeah, we're about to 5-0 this league. I don't know, I just don't think I need the second Expressive. Grief me. I will respond to your grief. I mean, we know they didn't have Bowmaster last turn, right? Because they would have Bowmaster in response to Preordain. Alright, upstairs. Could have gone EI top, cast EI Exiling Shadow. EI top. Yeah, maybe. Maybe that was better. Whatever, I don't think it mattered. I think we were fine either way. Cool. Nice little clean 5-0. Big shout out to Mr. Skittles. submitting the Stono deck. We have to post this to Twitter now, because that's what you do when you 5-0. Yeah, I don't know. There's like, usually we talk about, at the end of the videos, we talk about changes that we want to make to the list, but I think this deck list was crafted pretty smartly. I think I like a lot of the changes, a lot of the numbers. 2 Ragavan main seems weird, but it does make sense against other Bowmaster decks where you don't want a ton of Ragavans game 1 and you want to cut them against Bowmaster post-board. The 3 shadows felt right. We didn't ever get clogged on drawing multiple shadows. The 1 Dress Down came up. The 1 Fable came up. 2 Murktides felt good. I don't know. I like all these numbers. Everything felt pretty good. Yeah, maybe there's the mana base could be adjusted slightly. Like there was a couple of spots where I wanted a basic mountain. It's kind of funny. I always see shadow decks with basic mountain and I never understand it, and now I kind of get it. Like, it did come up a couple of times, so that might be something worth considering. What'll be open, by the way? Anything good? Anything good? Legolas Bat. Bat Chest. Chandra Awakened Inferno might be something. But yeah, I don't know. Deck felt pretty smooth. I don't think there's 10 I would change. Good deck. Open chat's favorite card. Oh, the end. Yeah. Any Lorien revealed? With 2 Murktide, I don't know if you need